Hello, I'm Dr. Red Bull and welcome to another vlog, and in this vlog I'm going to focus on Red Bulls and their intentions for this season. As we all know, as Red Bull fans or just general fans of Formula 1 have been following the sport the last few years, Red Bull have been the sort of the pace setters, the benchmark of how they're doing. But most recently, especially the European stretch, some of the heavyweights of the Red Bull team have been coming out and speaking about their intentions. Christian Horner's been optimistic. There's been one or two statements from him, and then there's been one or two negative comments. But as Christian Horner's job, he's always going to be optimistic. Dietrich Mateschitz has done a load of interviews for German publications, which is kind of hard to get hold of as I live in Britain. But they managed to find my way to me somehow after lengthy investigation. And Dr. Helmut Marko, those are the three heavyweights. Nui's really quiet. He doesn't really say too much. He's more of talks about the technical side of things. But yeah, they've all been having a say about how this year is going. They're not happy. They're not happy with the rules, and they're not quite happy with Renault and their progression. And yeah, it's come to that point now where Sebastian Vettel's, or Danny Ricciardo for that matter, and Red Bull's Constructors' Championship, may come to a close. Dr. Helmut Marko has been giving sort of hints. He dropped a few hints that come their home Grand Prix, which is in Austria, which should be a Red Bull track, by the way, because you've got lots of fast flowing, lots of corners on there. That's going to be the benchmark, and if there's still a significant gap between the Mercedes, then they may start concentrating on the 2015 car. There's without a doubt, everybody's in consensus at Red Bull that the RB10 chassis is a championship winning car. It's just unfortunately the Renault engine which has let things down for them, and this is why they're a second a lap down on the Mercedes team, and why Mercedes has been getting 1-2s. So with that said, you know, why has pour all these resources in for the remainder of the year for shallow effect? There's not going to be not much point if Mercedes still have the advantage come the 8th race of the season. So that's a bit of news there. So it may curtail Vettel's title bid. We'll see if it does happen. Marko can be a little colourful with his words sometimes, and can be a little bit head scratching, because a few weeks ago he did come up with a new chassis comment, and it turns out it was just a chassis from testing. But the way he was saying it was as if they've built a new chassis for Vettel. But anyway, that's Marko's faults, and I can't understand where he's coming from, and it is quite plausible. We'll just see what happens. Like I said, Christian Horner's been quite positive. I think Spain was a good Grand Prix for Red Bull, with Vettel and Ricciardo. There was a 46 seconds deficit. I think that's slightly artificial because Ricciardo lost monumentous amount of time behind the Williams, the Bottas, and of course Vettel lost loads of times behind all sorts of cars. I think he encountered every single car in that race. So yeah, so the 46-second advantage which Mercedes had was slightly fake in Red Bull's eyes and my eyes. So they have definitely closed the gap. Horner's predicted it's 0.6 of a second now per lap, the difference, whereas it was a second back in China. So yeah, so that's Horner's been very optimistic about the whole thing, and let's hope there's a progression. Renault, like I said, are looking to get 100% utilisation out of the engine come Canada, and hopefully that deficit is non-existent or relatively close. It's also good to see Mercedes are pushing now in a race. They were flat out for the final stint, so yeah, that's good, because whereas before they was holding back and they was only pushing when they need to. Bahrain comes to mind after the safety car period. So that concludes my video. That there's a slight possibility on the championship being drawn under the line for Red Bull for 2014, with the sole focus for 2015. And yeah, of course there'll be more updates on it come the closer we get to Austria Grand Prix, which is the home Grand Prix, which is very exciting. And hopefully I'll see you in a future video. Take care.